What a beautiful day. It's the perfect kind of day for some Japanese matcha tea. So let's dig it. No! Konnichiwa, my fellow appreciators of Japanese culture. I'm SephirothSword57 and welcome to today's video. A little while ago, I was feeling a bit nostalgic from my last trip to Japan, so I decided to go to YouTube and look up tea videos from Japan. And what I found was a video of someone trying a lot of Japanese teas that you can buy, and I thought, wow, this could be very educational for the next time I go to the great Nihon. So I clicked the video and...
What is up, my beautiful and welcome back to...
That should pretty much sum up exactly what you're in for. This is a YouTuber called CDawgVA. He's just some Westerner living in Japan, and he tries to make videos about cultures all around the country. He is a loud, rude British Western man from Europe who carelessly ignores the Japanese people that could be around him.
This is an abomination to tea. I do not like this one.
What an absolute aho. But what's so annoying about this video is that he thinks he's some kind of authority when it comes to tea just because he's British. As if British people have any say in what tea should taste like. He keeps whining and saying how bad the Japanese tea is in this video, so I think it's time for someone who is a real tea connoisseur with true knowledge to step in and show him his place. What he's even doing in Japan to begin with is beyond me. If you don't like it there, CDawgVA, then go back to your country. Japanese tea is amazing, and CDawgVA is completely and objectively wrong. I have an unbiased and nostalgia-free relationship with tea. And I didn't have anything growing up. I didn't drink my first cup of tea until I was 14 years old, right after I discovered Japanese culture. And the first type of tea that I had was Itoen Oi Ocha, matcha green tea, and it was absolutely sugoi. Now, unfortunately, we won't be having any good tea today because all of my Japanese tea was replaced with these. I have here 5 different brands of British tea, and I'm gonna be trying them all out and give them a score. And I am even gonna go by CDawgVA's rules and use his inferior out of 10 scoring system instead of the superior Dengenki Bunko scoring system that I always used for my videos. Let's just hope that these brands of tea are good enough for your sake, CDawgVA. First up, we have Lipton Earl Grey tea. So, let's try it out. Itadakimasu! Oh! Isn't this supposed to be a very common brand? Why does it taste so awful? Do people drink this on their free will? It would make more sense if this was used as a tool for torturing people. Lipton gets a 1 out of 10. Next up we have Bradley's. how do you open this up? What kind of construction is this? Well, I can't get this one to open. I didn't want to drink it to begin with, and it seems like Bradley's didn't want me to either. It gets a 1 out of 10. This is such a common thing when buying Western products in general. You know it's bad when you buy a pair of scissors, and to open up the package, you will have to use one of your own katanas to open it up. Isn't that just so inconvenient? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Twinnings. Or twinings. How do you even say this name? This is very moronic. Who even decided on a name like this, so it makes it hard for the consumer to pronounce it? Okay. Oh. Well, that wasn't very good. I don't know. At least this one doesn't feel like I'm drinking poison. But it still tastes like diarrhea. 3 out of 10. So far, this hasn't even been remotely pleasurable in any way. But I'm not really surprised, since this is all tea for Westerners, and Westerners have a very strange and dark past revolving tea.
Tea is one of the mainstays of civilization in this country and causes violent disputes over how it should be made. This was a statement from George Orwell, the author of 1984, in one of his works called A Nice Cup of Tea, an essay about tea and British people. And already we see the problem. First is obviously that Westerners act violently over something that should be seen as relaxing and enjoyable. But also that Orwell doesn't think it's a problem and instead add to the toxic and barbaric Western treatment of tea by adding, "Here are my own 11 rules, every one of which I regard as golden." And just like another British person I mentioned earlier, Orwell seems to think that he's some kind of authority on tea and how it should be consumed. What a disgraceful and foolish man. The Boston Tea Party is also a good example of how Westerners handle tea. On one hand, they're getting rid of bad-tasting Western tea, but on the other hand, maybe the ocean will become polluted and the fish will die. Anyway, let's see what Yorkshire tastes like.
Wow, well that one might have actually been poison. My throat is feeling very itchy after drinking that. What is even in this? Well, this one is better than the Lipton one, but not by much. 2 out of 10. Well, we only have one brand of tea left for the British to redeem themselves. But before we get to that, what was that? Anyway, let's get to the last one. TikTok. Here we go.
I have to go. I didn't think it could get any worse. But here we are, with the most foul thing I've ever drank in my whole life. This is terrible. Why do people even drink this? Do Westerners think this tastes good? That can't be healthy. I am not even gonna give this a score because of how nauseous it made me. George Orwell, the author of 1984.
So you already know who I am, SephirothSword57.
Of course I do, and I see that even in death you are still torturing the human race with your toxic view on tea.
But of course, humans are so easily tricked, and I see that you were able to survive, even though I had you drink so much Western tea. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. I've handled stronger foes than you.
We will see about that. I hope you're ready for the fight of your life, SephirothSword57.
No.
Huh?
You are so weak that I don't even need to lift a katana to beat you. And the Harai ritual would just be a waste of resources, as it's only used for powerful yokais and not weak little Western ghosts like you. So I'm just gonna be sending one of my servants to take care of you. That should absolutely be enough.
Wait, hold on here. No, this can't be happening. Help!
The job is done, SephirothSword57.
Arigato, Colonel. Anyway, CDawgVA, I don't even think you could disregard this objective view and analysis on tea. Just admit already that Japanese tea is better than Western tea in every regard, and that Western tea is worse. And if you disagree with me, you are disagreeing with facts, and you will look like a fool. Now, that is all for this video. Arigato for watching, and have a good night, evening, morning, or day. Moshi mosh!